Students, today I am sharing you a video related to our first chapter of economics, that is the development. Basically, every day we see dams, bridges, metro trains are constructed. So out of 100 people, 26 people are illiterate and they can't even afford their basic needs. So if we take a data of 1500 Indians, then only one people is doctor. Way we can say that even if we can take example of a USA, here out of 350 people, here there is a one people is a doctor. So India is having a 120 crores population and here every fourth people is a very poor. So we can say that from the above points that India is a developed country or a developing country. So the meaning of development means a branch of economic that focuses on improving the economies of developing countries. So development economic considered to be that how we can promote economic growth in our country by improving the various factors like health, education, working environment and by giving the basic needs to the poor peoples. So here is one concept that different peoples have a different goals. How? Because different people can have a different development goals. What may be development for one may not be development for other. Now here there is an example which is related with the development. Like here I can take a category of a person like landless rural labor. His development goal is to more day of work and to earn a better wages and earn a better income and improve their economic and a social quality. And if I can take an example of a rich person in concept of development, his basic and development goal is to higher family income, better education to their children, or to settle their children in a very high standard life. So the conclusion of development means that different people have a different type of development goals. Like in the last slide, I can take two examples related to the landless rural labor and related with the rich family person. Now, a question arises that do all of these persons have the same development goal towards the progress? The answer is obviously no. Why? So if we got to know that different peoples can have a different development goals and maybe development for other and maybe destructive for someone else. Now our next concept is the what is the meaning of a national income. Basically different person could have a different as well as a conflicting goals towards a country development. So in the process of national development a heavy industry is set up. Now question arises that how we can calculate the average income. It is the total income of the country divided by the total population. So average income is also called a per capita income. There are two methods for measuring national income and a national development. First one is the national income and second one is the average income and a per capita income. Now our second chapter is the sectors of the Indian economy. Basically our Indian economy is divided into three sectors: primary, secondary and tertiary. So here comes the meaning of sectors. Basically the area of economy in which business share the same or a related product or services. So economy are comprises of basically various sectors like primary sector, secondary sector and a tertiary sector. So this is a picture of our Indian economy. So here are the first sector, that is the primary sector. So activities undertaken by directly using the nature or a natural resources is included in the primary sector like agriculture, fishing, mining, etc. Now our second sector is the secondary sector. Here the economic activities which are related to the manufacturing process. So these comes in the secondary sector. So the main motive of secondary sector is to convert the raw material into the finished goods. Now this is our last sector, that is the Tertiary sector. Here the economic activities are mostly based on the providing the services to the societies like transportation, banking, insurance. So all the services that was provided for the societies all fall under the concept of a tertiary sector. Now these three sectors are dependent on each other like primary, secondary and tertiary. Students, these are the basic introduction of our two chapters. That is, our first chapter is the development and our second chapter is the sectors of our Indian economy. Revise these chapters very carefully. Thank you. Have a nice day.